Good afternoon, guys, at least for me. Welcome back to the Ringer 57 YouTube channel. Today's video is back on Susie. So today we're going to look at basic plans for the grudge shifter, and then we'll move into the execution of the grudge shifter's development, and finally a production. We'll get the air shifter mounted back up, the solenoid moved, and get ready for wiring at that point. Hopefully we can also plumb the air at this point. Should be just a simple single line. Life goes round, world goes round. All right, guys, and as you can tell, we're set up on Mockup right now. I've got the shifter assembly removed. I've gone ahead and taken the steel splined shifter bracket piece, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what the term is, off and reclocked it straight back almost. I clocked it at that angle in an effort to get a 90. I want a 90-degree straight shot. All right, we're gonna be a little more than halfway out. So right about there. We need to develop an arm that's going to go from here to there, staggered outward enough that it's not going to hit anything, with a single rod sticking out for me to grab a hold of or kick or whatever I'm going to do, and braced enough that it's not going to break. Alright guys, so we're looking at getting some pretty basic measurements here. We're looking at trying to get the shifter about there-ish, somewhere right around there. So I'm gonna want this shifter to come back to about here, so I got enough room. So we're going to be coming, we'll call it 7 inches long. I'd like to get 4 inches to the ram. That'd be really nice to be at 4 to 4.5 on the ram. And then do 6. So yeah, let's go with 6 inches long to the bend. So let's get sketching something up. All right, so I'm going to run you through my drafting process. It's pretty straightforward and simple. We're going to draw a line. All right, we want 6 inches to the bend. 6 inches to the bend. This is the first draft, so get over the fact it's going to be a doodle. All right, I need to go check the offset quick. All right, and we're looking at an 1.25 inch offset on this side. I'm just going to use this as a quick straight edge to draw a line. And we need to be 1.25 inches up from that is our offset. All right, so we're going to need to come from a bracket here, which is 1.5 inches long. .5, right there's the end of the bracket. So this will be our initial bracket. And this is our spline shaft going into the engine. All right, so coming off of that, I want to make something triangular, wedged, like that. And I want to go up, like I said, on that side, 1.25 inches. Like I said, this is all rough draft, guys. So this picture is going to look like dookie. And I'm thinking I'm going to use probably 1/4 inch. Yeah, 1/4 inch steel. So we're going to come up here and we're going to measure 1/4 inch down from that. This is all rough drafted. We're going to come back to here. There we go. So we're looking at making something very similar to this. All right, and it'll be a slight bend in it. And I'll fill this with weld. I will also be notching and grooving this and welding here. And then right here we need to turn 90 degrees. And we want to come out about 2 inches. Okay? And it's 90 degrees this way, right? Yes, 90 degrees this way. So we'll be once again on 1/4 inch stock. So we'll be near, and we'll come out 2 inches out here. Come out in a straight line from here. Out. Come on. 2 inches to there. 1/4 inch wide. And a straight line from there to the bend. What we'll probably do is put a gusset here. And it's not going to be quite 90 degrees because of this angle. It's going to be perpendicular. Perp to that surface. That's what we're looking at, guys. Real simple little grudge arm. On this arm, we're going to look at it from another angle, just a rough, okay? Say this is what we're looking at from the side. We're going to have at 4.5 inches, so 4.5 inches. We're going to have the center of our tab for the air shifter. So that's what we're looking at having here, guys. It's gonna take a little bit of work. I gotta nip the end of that off and get some 1/4 inch round bar. I'll probably go to the local steel place, pick up some. I want it to be fairly hard round bar. And then once I'm done, I'm probably still gonna harden this again. So it's gonna be brittle, but I'd rather it be brittle than bend. Flexible is not gonna be the name of the game on this. I'd love to do this out of chromoly. However, I don't have a TIG. I have a flux core MIG welder, and it's not the greatest in the world anyway. I may take this to a buddy and have him TIG it, we'll see. But for now, this is what we got to work with. And this is first thing we need to knock out. All right, guys, and after some thought, I got a chunk of 1/4 inch round rebar. This is not gonna be the shifter arm. However, it'd make an excellent mock-up. So we're gonna throw a little less than 90 degree bend in this, cut it off, get our length and our angles, and we'll make a little tin tab and weld to it with our cheap crap MIG. And we may even just tack it to that and see if we're gonna have the swing we need and the air shifter's gonna behave. So let's move forward with that. Here's a little time lapse. Alright guys, and ignore the ghetto welds. This is a rough mock-up. Look at how much throw that thing has though. I was hoping to minimize throw with this, and it's not working so much to my advantage. Not sure entirely what I should do here. I could put it here and we're still looking at a pretty good throw. And the problem with there is, let's go through this example point, okay? What I just found. Okay, so that's where I'd want to mount it, right? You see, we're already at an obtuse angle, and then we're at a pretty good obtuse angle. So we're pulling against the arm, away, rather than up. We want up in a circle. We would rather have this like this, pulling into a circle. The trick with that is finding a way to mount it. I can mount it off this bolt up here, but then the stroke's not going to work. So I really got to rethink my shifter mount before I move forward with this. Those are just tacks, they'll snap off. But Probably gonna have to come up with a better way to mount this shifter in order to get the leverage I need in the direction I need. Because the less that ram has to work, the better it's going to work. So, drawing board. Alright guys, so I've settled it. The key to making a shifter, not have to work as hard, and I tested this just grabbing hold of the shift arm, but basic physics tells you, is to follow the circle. So we're currently mounted up out here like this. We're fighting against the arm. Why don't we pitch it at a slight angle like this? We shorten our throw. We make less effort for the shifter. There's nowhere to mount. Okay, I've got real good image right here. I got a bolt here and a bolt here. So I'm going to take this cover off and template those onto paper and make a triangular with a slight curve bracket here that'll bolt up right here. We'll have to put a stand here, a spacer, and a longer bolt. And then also where the air shifter bolts up, we're going to be bolting into a brace bracket that will shoot down to this bolt. Now yes, that is a transmission case bolt, but we're going to use it. If we have to, I'll get it longer. But I want to shoot down to that. So hopefully that'll all work out for us. This wouldn't have been an issue. I could have come to here if I still had hydraulic. I'm not still hydraulic, so we're dealing with what we got. So we'll go ahead and develop that bracket off camera because you've already seen my drafting technique. I'm just going to do the same thing. And next video you see of Susie, I should have this bracket done. Mounted up, air shifter mounted, and we'll be looking back into welding up a grudge arm. I'll have bent and built one the exact same way I built that one. So that's what we're going to do for the air shifter. I'll update you guys when it's ready. The next thing we are going to work on is, hey, there's that washer. Starting to mount up stuff in the tail so we can get the wiring done. Thank you for watching the Ringer 57 YouTube channel, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. We're getting back to Susie. We're getting back to the fun. The 450 kicked my butt, and I really hate dirt bikes. But I just hate dirt bikes in general, not necessarily that one. They're just all a pain in my ass. They never want to run right. That one ran right, great, but it misbehaved for the owner. Anyway, in any case, thanks for watching. See you next time.